Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a detailed review of the new Endurance 2.0 Plus from Mboards. If you're coming from carbon fiber boards like the Meepo Hurricane, Onboard Zeus, or the Tiny Explorer, this is definitely a board that you should check out. If you're looking for more power, greater range, and higher quality parts, you're going to love this thing. Alright, let's start out with the main appeal of the board, which is the battery, in my opinion. The Endurance packs a monster 1700 watt-hour 14S8P battery with Mollus LP42A cells. In my range test, I managed to squeeze out around 50 miles on 7-inch tires, cruising mostly at 15 miles an hour with a few high-power poles. And man, this thing is crazy fast. With a 190-pound rider, the top speed clocks in about 37 miles an hour on the stock setup with the Nova 7s. You can definitely squeeze out some more range with smaller wheels like the Mad 105s or even smaller urethane wheels. The ESC is a VESC-based Maker XD100 that can be customized in the VESC app. The motors are 6485 173 kV Mboards performance motors, and they can put out a ton of power. While this thing is accelerating under full power, it's actually hard to stay on. If you're not quite satisfied with the lower power of other production boards, then this will knock you out of the water for sure. The deck is fully carbon fiber with a glossy finish and looks amazing in person. The part you can stand on is about 29.5 by 9.5 inches. There's very little concave. It took a while for me to find a proper foot stance. It can be difficult to get your feet to lock in properly. I also have the issue of having my front foot hang over the deck a little, so I scrape my shoe on the tire sometimes as I'm turning, and I'll talk more about that when we're going over the trucks. There's also an issue with the deck when I received it, where the screw inserts that go into the deck and hold the screws down were backing out of the carbon fiber body. I contacted Mboards about this, and they were very helpful, sending me an email on how to repair it, and they bought me a kit to do so. They also offered that I send my board back for them to fix, but it was a pretty easy solution and I was able to fix it myself. Now let's talk about these trucks. The trucks are the Nexus RKP trucks that Mboards machines in-house, and they're adjustable to different angles so that you can angle them to your liking to make the board more stable or more nimble. They have 10mm axles, which are much sturdier than the 8-inch axles that most production boards ship with. And due to being RKP, they are very stable at high speeds, so much that you can go 35 miles an hour without even thinking about speed wobbles. The downside is that the turning radius absolutely sucks. I've had multiple occasions where I've had to make a sharp turn and just got off the board and rotated it around with my foot because I couldn't turn sharply enough. I was at an eskate track meet not too long ago and found that every corner I went around I had to adjust my front foot in order to turn sharp enough. If you're a lighter rider, you definitely want to consider ordering some softer bushings. The Flipski VX4 remote that the board ships with is pretty nice. It has a color display and lots of different menu options. If you prefer a different remote, you can get a different one that is VESC based and just pair it with your ESC. Alright, now the tires that I got with my board are the 7-inch Nova tires from Mboards, and these are definitely one of the best tire options for eskate if you like pneumatic tires. Before getting the Nova tires, I was running with Coda or Sunmate tires, and they would wear down so quickly I'd be ordering new ones each month. This is definitely not the case with the Nova tires. They grip like crazy, and they don't wear down nearly as fast. These are street-built tires, but they pretty much have no issue with some grass or dirt road or gravel riding. Definitely get the 7 inches if you want to deal with like some harsher terrain, or get the 6-inch ones if you want better maneuverability. Alright, now some complaints I have about the board. One of them is that the spacers for the wheels rattle a little bit while you're riding, which is not really a big issue, more of a minor annoyance. And also the wheels come out of the box pretty unbalanced, so you'll definitely feel some wheel wobble depending on the speed you're going. I also have an issue where under full acceleration the belts slip pretty badly, and I've gotten around this by like fully tightening them down to like way more than you think they should be tightened and swapping out the stretched ones. But if you do a lot of high power riding, just be prepared to be swapping out the belts frequently. And I'd recommend just getting a big pack of belts from V-Belt guys for relatively cheap and just swapping them out when they start slipping. Alright, now for my final thoughts on the board. I definitely don't think that you should get this as a beginner board, but I'm assuming in this case that most people watching aren't considering it as that. That being said, you become more experienced with eskate, you find out what you're looking for in a board. And this board is specifically built for somebody who wants a lot of power right off the bat, lots of range, and really high top speed. And this is not meant to be a maneuverable board for people who like to do a lot of carving and just basic sidewalk walking, as it is rather heavy to pick up and pull around. But I would highly recommend this board and Mboards as a company because very high quality, very fun to ride, and it has a lot of features that make it easy to upgrade in DIY. Alright, thank you for watching my review video. Depending on how this does in the future, I might do more e-skate related reviews and things. Just give me some feedback down in the comments below, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.